Cody Rhodes starts Raw. He gets on the mic and says Jey Uso did the right thing, turning down the Judgment Day, just to get interrupted by them. Dom tries to speak but barely can hear him like always. Cody asked what happens when Rhea comes back and the Judgment Day doesn't have any titles. Dom gets all pissy. Then the Judgment Day starts getting on the apron. Jey Uso appears in the ring. The Judgment Day still continue to come towards Cody and Jey. Then out of the crowd comes Sami and Kevin to help. The Judgment Day backs down for a minute, then JD shows up with some chairs. The Judgment Day starts heading back to the ring, gets their ass beat, then Priest really gets his ass beat. Then we get to Otis versus Bronson Reed. The only way to describe this match:
big meaty man slapping meat.
Otis got on the top rope and Reed rolled out the way. Then Reed got on the top rope and hit his finish to get the win. Then we get to Ciampa versus this dude. I don't know his name, tries to help, but gets kicked. Distracts the ref. This dude kicks I don't know his name out of the ring. Ciampa hits his knee and gets the win. Becky Lynch makes her way to the ring and gets on commentary for the match Tegan Nox versus Natalya. Later on in the match, Nox hits a knee and gets the win. Cuts to backstage. Priest comes in the room, throws a chair, tells JD he'll never be a part of the Judgment Day and tells him to leave. Seth Rollins starts making his way to the ring, gets on the mic and calls out Shinsuke Nakamura. Then we get a Nakamura promo where he says he wants a last man standing match. Seth basically says he accepts, so I guess we're getting Shinsuke versus Rollins in a last man standing match at Fastlane. Really like this rivalry. I think WWE is doing Nakamura's heel turn perfectly. Cuts to a backstage promo with Ricochet. He says it doesn't matter if Nakamura wins the championship or not. He's got some unfinished business. Then we get to NXT's Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio for the NXT North American Championship. During the start of the match, Lee starts to go off and dives on the outside. Then later on the match, Lee did this shit. Lee goes for his finish, Dom reverses, climbs onto the top rope, hits a frog splash and gets the win to retain. This was the first match I seen Lee in. Nia Jax makes her way to the ring. She says she has squashed everyone. Zoe interrupts and starts talking shit to Nia. Then we get to Zoe versus Nia Jax. Zoe tries to lift Nia and gets squashed, then gets flattened by Nia again, and then Nia gets the win. The Miz is in the ring. He gets on the mic. He brings out Drew McIntyre. The Miz asks Drew, how does it feel to be upstaged by Cody? The New Day interrupts, starts arguing with Drew. The Miz tries to help, but Drew keeps telling his ass to shut up. Drew hits Miz with a headbutt, tells Kofi to come down to the ring. Then we go to Kofi Kingston versus Drew McIntyre. Later on in the match, Drew picks Kofi up on the outside, throws him onto the apron. Also during the match, Ivar comes out and starts beating the shit out of Woods, gets Kofi distracted. Drew hits his Claymore and gets the win. Then Ivar gets in the ring, starts beating the shit out of Kofi. Drew just watches and walks off again. Ivar kills Kofi with his moonsault. Then we get to the Judgment Day versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the tag team titles. During the match, Dominic gets on the apron, distracting the ref. Jey Uso shows up and starts beating Dom. JD shows up, starts beating Jey Uso. Cody comes out. Dominic starts running away. Sami Zayn hits his finisher, but out of nowhere JD hits Sami over the head with the title without the ref knowing. Priest pins Sami and gets the win to retain the titles. While the Judgment Day celebrate, Cody and Jey comes running back out and causes chaos. Raw was alright, it just feels like the same Raw episode every single week. Only thing different this week was Dragon Lee.